We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hoosier.
There aren't that many. Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Erusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What is he talking about? They already are firing on us. He's confused. I know.
We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again.
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military?
The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region is always leaning towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vaslij, which neighbor Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
We're unable to use the SAMs. Help me!
Stall warning.
Their resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
Coming up on the castle.
It'll make us an easier target.
Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Ah, shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
They have 4 aircraft. More planes incoming. Fire more missiles.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Squad no?
Missile.
You're already. Our scouts. Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone building and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head if you hear jet engines. Ladder, aim and fire.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile. Missile. Stall warning.
Fight is breaking away. Friendly shot down. The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading. Action.
Stall warning.
Make sure.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target destroyed.
Lost more than half of our forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on. They knocked out Trigger!
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military.
Missile.
They're Erusian refugees. Must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What is he talking about? about? They already are firing on
Confirmed
us.
destroyed.
The enemy's confused. I know.
We're all out of ammo! Don't give up! We're not going to lose our country again!
So what's this faction split of the Erusian military?
The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vaslage, which neighbored Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
They're bombing us! We're unable to use the SAMs!
Rider 1, target eliminated. The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate. Target locked.
Missile.
I'm on my target. They have 4 aircraft! More planes incoming! Fire more missiles!
We're coming up on the castle.
Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
That's Shalaji Castle.
They're here already.
Missile.
Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head and keep your jet engine. There, fire!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
AA gun confirmed destroyed.
Missile.
Get missiles.
Star warning. Missile.
Enemy target. Lost more than half of our forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on. We aren't winning, the others airborne. Stand us out. We're running out of ways to strike back.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town is of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had bombed it by
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about.
Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This battle's over if we don't get up there. Along with hope of restoration. Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron, airborne. Shoot the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile.
You are in violation of Shalaji airspace. Turn around or we'll be forced to shoot you down.
This is the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
Missile.
You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you to be talking so tough after losing one of your leaders at Lavanti.
You bastard!
Missile. Missile.
You defile this country.
Missile.
As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit.
Target was not struck.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
All these guys are pretty accomplished fighter pilots.
Star warning.
Target locked.
Strider 1, firing railgun.
I'm out. Ejecting. I hope he's okay. Bailing out under those conditions. I can see his parachute. Let's pray he makes it to safety.
3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger.
Wilco.
Righto.
Don't let him get under your skin.
Locked on.
They're working on you, descending.
lead on you.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile.
Missile
Missile.
inbound. Drinking.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile.
Do this.
Missile. Missile.
Target locked.
Let's finish him before King gets here.
Missile.
Movement hit. He's ejected.
Missile.
Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time. A miss, as expected, but a lucky shot would be boring.
It's some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun.
Strider 1, you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east. High-speed projectile launch from enemy aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. We can still help you.
Missile.
Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I am not that person.
Stall warning.
Yeah,
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Lost Legion squad will be retreating.
Stall
Squadron
warning.
4 advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Might just cost us our lives.
The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
Stall warning.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow them to pieces.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then, to see if he's truly worthy.
Hey, look. It's like the sky's been sliced wide open. The experimental unit probably made themselves a new toy.
Missile.
Someone to guide us. We can't think of anyone other than you. Being together on behind taught me something. Drone fighters don't believe. They embrace the cosmos of the skies. And there with the Lost Legion Air Force should be fighting against them. This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strays. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation. And I felt every last one of them.
Missile.
You're almost there.
Missile.
Not bad.
Strider 1 scored another hit.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
You got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Can you hear me? Pilot with the 3 strikes. This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the X-02 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. A solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. It feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkins? Because this guy was a Belkin, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkin, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then. For all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusea? My grandfather had only one wish, to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusea after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built. Right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder...
Yes?
I wonder... which path you would choose. When looking at Harling's mirror.
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored General Network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusea have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you, but take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future there.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
Certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island, the 444 Squadron. It's a message to all those looking to end the war, but I also think it's a message for Trigger.
I guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that arsenal bird.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
We need help! Don't let him dab his moves! Show him what the Erusian, no, what fighter pilots are made of!
Thanks, I owe you.
No sweat.
Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them.
That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison. Roger.
What's he doing speaking on an open channel? The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the Coalition as well.
This is Smith Squadron and Rifle Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is C2. Public and Bosnich are also moving to rendezvous. So the one squadron, though.
This is Mr. Rex's crew.
Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are in weird formations. They have manned aircraft with UAVs instead of food. All this just to keep the war going.
How many more do we need to take out?
Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually.
Missile.
UAVs were sluggish once the leader went down.
Drones without leaders are slow as hell. Used to pull on their slave mode.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important who I... No, who we are. First, our goals. Destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos that his products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
On our side? That's been done in a long time. Again, three strikes? Never again. This isn't a rebellion. It's a battle for independence. Take down the Arsenal Bird and build a new country.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? Now keep talking big once the war's over, too. You can bet on it. We need something or someone to guide us.
Are the friendly Erusians rebels or what?
We're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Rush up on drone events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We've jacked its signal in order to reach out to you.
Yeah, this is where we shall begin our counterattack.
Missile.
Movements are pretty sloppy, but there's a lot of them. One wrong move and you'll be surrounded.
5 minutes remaining.
With the communications infrastructure down, your broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone.
You're taking away all their guns.
Yes! Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid?
All right, understood.
Pick up the gun. Pulling the trigger is our path to a new future.
Come this far, don't get killed.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Big strikes to me. One grab can take down 3 strikes.
There's airspace like a testing ground for their weapons. One of those bastards show themselves. Target is in range of guns.
Our princess is looking at a mural. There's another one here too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Skies. Cosette, let's go. Yes!
Warning. Missiles launched from the Arsenal Bird. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Lancaster, do we have more incoming?
Unknown. Proceed with caution.
We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and just shut us out. Oh my this time. Stupid woman.
This will launch from the arsenal burn. Shit, airburst tight. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
Don't fly so close together. My tail's been shot. I'm bailing out.
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
I get it. What a party.
I was gonna do it myself. you dumbass.
Helios launched from the arsenal burn. 5 seconds. 3, 2, impact now.
Get caught in that. It's all over.
We can't outrun it. No.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2, inbound.
I'm going down. Pick up the unit.
Missile inbound. Missile inbound. 30 seconds remaining.
Enemy behind you!
We're in trouble, Spider One.
Missile.
The monster bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal.
Missile.
UAV is down.
Missile.
Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack of the arsenal bird.
Incoming!
5, 4. Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire!
All missiles were shot out of the sky! Attack failed! Cruise missiles did not reach their target!
Damn monster!
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the arsenal bird.
Lasers!
This is a surge. Second marker, sunk. We can't fight it! Evacuate! Flagship Starlink heavily damaged by laser weapons. We want to capture aircraft control for helping. Single blast! Deploy lifeboat!
HQ, we have a problem. Damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That's some pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. You will slow the arsenal bird.
Evade that missile!
Target acquired.
Look at that light from the arsenal bird.
Looks to.
It's readying its APS. All aircraft, break off from the arsenal burn.
That's cool. Something waxing a little bit of color.
That's not the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Get to the top of the windbreak. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? Or get it on with those frills? Yes.
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard. Seriously.
No good. The engine control room is gone. They've hit a real location at the DIC.
Fire the thing, Kevin! This thing! Where are we supposed to hit it?
Main propeller 1 confirmed stall. Good work, Trigger. Keep up the attack.
All aircraft, We can no longer commence with a second saturation attack. All aircraft, separately engage in direct attacks.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the Arslauber with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
You're just thinking about it now? Cover any friendlies it's hit. Bandit on a friendly's tail. Behind the enemy.
Both main propellers have been stalled. It's readying its APS.
Damn it! I've taken damage. One aircraft hit. No, two!
Fox 2!
I can see a light bulb shaped thing, but it isn't lit up. That's it. That's a location marker. Got it.
Watch the bandit on your tail! Is there something we can do? Just invading like this will get us all killed. Fox 2. I have a solid lock. When's that shield gonna lose power? Never. Elevators continuously subscribing with power.
Then what should we do?
Calm down. I'll do something.
What are you gonna do? Corvette, smash it. Smash all 6 of the bastards. It'll lose power.
Damn shield. Just go away. Be gone. Disappear.
On cuckoo count.
Away with you.
Just what kind of magic did you work there, you asshole?
It wasn't magic. It's a scam. Now's our chance. Do it, Trigger.
The lights. It switched to the backup power supply. That means the main supply's been cut off.
The observation UAVs are dropping altitude fast. Wait, they're out!
Power transmission.
The drones are acting crazy. Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They've completely lost control.
Strider 1 has destroyed a sub-propeller.
You can do it. There's no way it isn't damaged.
Don't worry about backing up Strider 1. Just try to stay out of his way.
Don't let the UAVs distract you. Arsenal Bird is our priority.
Ground forces efforts for something. We have to take down the target by any means.
Missile.
Look at those crazy moves. So this is three tracks.
There's a hit on the laser cannon. Trigger's hammering it.
Unlock the Strider 1.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
That thing is too huge.
Don't let his sheer size freak you out.
Missile.
If you die, go look after your family. Total 3 strikes. We Erusian pilots should know better than anybody that that's the right call.
Laser cannon confirmed destroyed. That eliminates one major threat.
Thanks. That thing almost cooked my tail.
Missile.
Go, Trigger. Leave these chumps to us.
Pulsed laser cannon destroyed. That drops the Arslauber's threat level a little.
Trigger,
Trigger got a sub-propeller. You're getting the hang of this, Trigger.
Missile.
The main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing?
It's down to destroying the Rectenna's base.
Say what?
If we destroy the target launch north of cloud, pick off the Arsenal bird. That'll leave the Rectenna base vulnerable. Light it on fire and we can cook that bird whole. Theoretically, that may prove a possibility for an experienced pilot. That would be a problem, right?
Yeah, but our guy's more than just an experienced pilot. Trigger, let's do this.
If he really that good of a pilot, I'd bet on it. Besides, if he thought it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
Watch out! The drones are falling! The refugees. Everyone calm down. You want to get yourselves killed? George! Tabloid! Get back here!
I can't leave that girl to die.
Fine, fine! Get her, but be quick about it!
Is everything okay? The drones are acting odd.
Run! Run! Careful!
Keep the UAVs company.
Docking module destroyed. That's 2 of them.
Don't let yourself be distracted. Just focus on what you need to do.
All targets have been destroyed. The supply unit is ready to fall off.
Yeah! Good job.
Is everything okay?
We got these things set. Some people were crushed. But the kid Tabloid went after a safe. He ran that distance with a girl in his hands.
Good. What about Tabloid? Is he safe?
George and the girl were saved. They were saved. Both of them.
You should be able to see the Rectenna where the supply unit was. Rectenna base unit confirmed destroyed.
Horncaster. Oh my god. The Arsenal bird is on fire.
Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Arsenal bird is down!
Longcaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Don't worry, looks like it'll be open. Water. All aircraft, avoid the target's path.
That's the last of the rooms. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. If you surrender now, we will not attack. We should hold them off until support arrives. Our unit surrenders, and you guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down.
Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down.
What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory?
I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground.
No, wait!
Enemy on my 6! Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something!
Strider 2, missile inbound!
Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that!
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Strider 2, you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an Osean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you. I'll guide you down. 3,000 meters to carrier.
You're too fast. Lower your speed. Bank right. Nice work. You pulled off a perfect landing. Well, we're okay for the moment. Now the real challenge begins.
Hell, I can't just snap my fingers and make a plane. Believe me, I wish I could. Right now, we needed one. Bad. When we were coming over on the boat, I remember seeing an aircraft carrier. That gave me an idea. The Admiral Anderson. The name of an old sailor. When the first drone started attacking, the ship wasn't ready for battle yet. It was still in the dock, getting all rigged up. So they rushed to get her ready. I know about Anderson. In the previous Osean War, he was the commander of a ship that sent out the last fleet of jets. They say the deck was sloping so bad as it sank, the last plane barely made it off. Those fighters ended the war. That story gives me a little bit of hope, especially at a time like this. We're all in the same boat, like it or not. If this war keeps going on like it is, it'll be the end of everything. The military loaded this thing to the rafters with planes. Some were fighters that were going to be delivered to bases in occupied territory. It was hit before it could complete the mission. Jackpot. The hangars were loaded with goodies. This Scrap Queen's got work to do.
Trigger, everyone, listen up. The operation was a success. Erusian defense forces have been neutralized, and all Arsenal birds are down. However, those 2 new drones buzzing around have royally screwed up our plans. The Osean and Erusian coalition's air forces are in a sorry state thanks to them. We might not even have any viable aircraft left. According to the Scrap Queen, the drones are trying to use the space elevator's transmission capabilities to send their data to drone manufacturing plants across the continent. They're trying to strengthen their numbers. What's worse, their data contains a depth of war experience, so the newer aircraft will be more tactically advanced. If that's the case, this war will never end. We need to take both drones down no matter what it takes. We'll do it so we have homes to go back to. Well, the Scrap Queen's on our side. She says she can make any aircraft fly. This is our final mission. Trigger, let's go. We've got a goddamn war to end.
Strider Squadron, takeoff prep complete.
This? Hey, can you hear me? That craft is in peak condition. I even buffed up the canopy for a nice shine, so you can really see the sky. Take care, Trigger. When you get back, let me know what you saw.
Let me see that. Trigger, wish I could have flown with you.
A dinged-up plane and an injured pilot would only slow you down. I feel for him now.
Take care. Whatever happens, it ends here. The outcome's mostly up to him. So, this is the guy? Oh yeah. He's the one who took off just now.
We've got quite a few Erusians with us.
Lucians are sticking around, too. I don't care what country anyone's from. What counts is knowing who the real enemy is. Right, guys?
Affirmative. And I think everybody here knows the score. We all know who to follow. Commence mission. All aircraft follow Trigger.
Roger that. Understood.
Nickel.
All right.
Understood.
Roger.
Nickel.
The space elevator is able to broadcast and communicate. With the information infrastructure down, it's the only place capable of wide-area data transmission. Drones are waiting for us to power up again.
Clever little bastards.
Goal leader to broadcast. UAV is confirmed in direction of travel. Changing to bandit.
All aircraft converge on Skull Squadron. Surround and shoot them down.
Strider 3, copy. Let's do it, Ocean.
UAV reacting. Get there fast. All aircraft stay sharp. Intercept now.
Goal 2, get out of there! This is Goal 2! I'm hit!
Salamander 3, Skull 2, lost. Damn it, that was quick.
I've never seen anyone fly this fast! Provide support!
Further lost. Another confirmed down. Damn it! The UAVs are equipped with laser weaponry. Watch where their nose is pointing.
UAVs are always so damn fast! You're both
Attack missed.
Caution. Pull up.
in position behind bandit.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Locked on, you're mine.
Evading. Breaking out of block. Watch your tail. Get behind you, no time.
Trigger scored a hit. We can do it. Aim well and shoot him down.
Good. The enemy is still flying normally, though. Keep pushing. The damage has to be adding up.
Another hit. The only one getting anywhere out here.
I'm on it.
There we go. One down. Target is losing altitude rapidly.
The downed enemy is flying from billowing from it. I saw it myself. Free strike is a real deal. 120 left.
Zone 2, evade!
Just like the others.
Zone 2 lost.
Vito, damn it!
Stop now. Friendly lost. Salamander. Rifle 3 has been shot down. Lost another one. Attention all aircraft. Launch detected from UAV. They're small drones.
You guys have quite the bag of tricks.
Strider 1 got him. It's gotta be damaged. Don't let him down.
Trigger has scored a kill. Hell yeah! You finally did it!
Way to shoot, Ace.
Look, it discarded its wings. What the? It's just like the UAV the Trigger shot down at Bulgurarest. Is that the prototype that Wiseman was talking about?
I can't find a lock. We're on our way back from our 7th mission to the asteroid belt.
UAV is down. Radar signal is lost.
Stop A. Showing us how it's done.
That was definitely the most intense thing I've ever been in. I can't wait to tell my son about it.
The space elevator is just powered up. Looks like we made it in just the nick of time. Fortunately, you've prevented data that may have included Trigger's flying style from leaking. I've got a special bottle of wine for occasions like this. What do you say we open it?
Can you hear me? There's still one drone left.
Who the hell is that? More importantly, I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's thrown away its wings, yet it's still flying. Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
She's right. I see something on the radar. The UAV is alive and kicking.
The UAV went into the undersea tunnel. That tunnel leads to the space elevator.